Welcome to my channel Rare Coins Shop, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into one of the most electrifying discoveries in American numismatics, the United States of America 5-cent coin from the year 1964, bearing the coveted Denver mint mark. This coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. This little nickel could be hiding a fortune right in plain sight. If you've got a jar of old coins tucked away somewhere, you'll want to watch this video all the way through because we're about to uncover secrets that could be sitting in your very own collection. The 1964 Jefferson nickel comes from an extraordinary period in American coinage. During this time, the U.S. Mint was churning out coins at a breakneck pace due to rising coin shortages across the country. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of nickels that year, making the 1964 Jefferson nickel one of the most common coins of its time. But here's where things get exciting. Within this enormous production run, a handful of coins were struck with unique and highly valuable mint errors that collectors today are going wild over. Among the most sought after are the full steps nickels, coins that display a sharp, full set of steps on Monticello, the building featured on the reverse side of the coin. These steps are incredibly difficult to find fully struck, especially in coins from 1964, because the dies used by the mint often became worn very quickly. But when you do find a 1964 nickel with perfectly struck full steps, you're looking at a coin that jumps in value dramatically. And if that coin is also in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be holding onto a real gem of American coinage. But wait, there's more. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is also famous for some truly jaw-dropping error varieties that make collectors' hearts race. Double dies, off-center strikes, and improperly annealed planchets have all been discovered among these nickels. One of the most legendary errors is the 1964 double die obverse, where you can see clear doubling in Jefferson's I, the motto, and even the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." These doubling effects are not just striking, they're extremely rare and highly prized by experts and collectors alike. Another error to look out for is the misaligned die strike, where one side of the coin appears shifted or off-center. These coins are often overlooked by the untrained eye, but collectors know they hold significant value, especially when the error is dramatic and the coin remains in great condition. Then there's the clipped planchet error, where part of the coin is literally missing due to a miscut in the minting process. These kinds of anomalies are exciting because no two are exactly the same, giving collectors something totally unique to add to their collections. So, how can you identify if you're holding a rare 1964 nickel? Start by closely examining the steps on the Monticello building. If you can clearly count 5 or 6 full steps with no interruption, you may have a full steps variety. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling in the inscriptions and details of Jefferson's portrait, especially around the eye, lips, and lettering. Look at the rims and edges of the coin to spot any unusual clips or alignment issues. And most importantly, examine the overall condition. Mint state or uncirculated coins always command a premium. Collectors across the world are paying close attention to these nickels, and recent auctions have proven just how valuable these little coins can be. In high-end auctions, 1964 nickels with full steps and verified error varieties have stunned collectors by selling for enormous prices. That's why experts are urging collectors to recheck their old change jars, coin albums, and inherited coin stashes, because these rare nickels could be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. The collector community is buzzing with stories of people who have uncovered these treasures in their personal collections, turning a simple 5-cent coin into a life-changing find. The excitement is real, the demand is high, and the market for rare Jefferson nickels is stronger than ever. Coin shops, online marketplaces, and auctions are actively seeking these gems, and when a coin like this shows up in exceptional condition, the bidding war begins. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, just how much could a rare and uncirculated 1964 Jefferson nickel with full steps or significant error be worth in today's market? Get ready for this, because one of these spectacular coins has sold at auction for an astonishing $98,000. Yes, you heard that right, $98,000 for a 5-cent coin that most people would overlook without a second thought. If that doesn't make you want to run and check your old coin jars, I don't know what will. So, coin collectors, hobbyists, and curious minds, this is your golden opportunity. Go through your collections, check your coin rolls, and if you find a 1964 D. Jefferson nickel, take a close look. You could be holding a hidden treasure worth far more than its face value. And if you do find something interesting, drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear about your discoveries, your questions, and your rare finds. Second rare coin, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most surprising and valuable coins hiding in American change, the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel. That's right, a 5-cent coin minted in Denver that could be worth a fortune. If you've got any old nickels lying around, you need to pay very close attention, because this could be your ticket to discovering an unexpected treasure hiding in your own home. The 1975 D. Jefferson nickel might seem like just another common coin at first glance, but there's a world of history and rarity hiding behind that small copper-nickel surface. This coin was minted during a time of major change in the U.S. economy, when inflation was high, and the mint was trying to keep up with the demand for coinage. The Denver Mint produced millions of these nickels, which makes it even more thrilling that within this mass production, a handful of coins turned out to be incredibly rare and shockingly valuable due to unique minting errors and superb conditions. What makes the 1975 D nickel so special in the eyes of collectors? It's all about the tiny details that most people overlook. Serious collectors know that the most valuable nickels are the ones with crisp, sharp features, especially on the reverse side, where Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's iconic estate, is featured. If you can clearly see all 5 or 6 steps leading up to Monticello with no breaks or blurs, congratulations, you may be looking at a full steps variety, and that's where the value starts to skyrocket, but it doesn't stop there. The 1975 D nickel is also known for some absolutely wild minting errors that drive collectors crazy, in the best way. Among the most sought after are double die errors, where the details of the design appear double due to a misalignment during the striking process. Imagine spotting a coin where Jefferson's eye looks like it's been echoed, or the words, "In God We Trust," show a slight but obvious doubling. That kind of error can push the value of the coin through the roof. There are also coins from 1975 D that have misaligned die strikes, off-center strikes, and even clipped planchets, errors that result in coins with dramatic shifts in their design, blank edges, or missing metal sections. These rare quirks are incredibly exciting for collectors because they make each error coin one of a kind, and serious collectors will pay a premium to add them to their collections. Every time a new error variety is discovered from this year, it causes a stir in the numismatic world and adds to the growing legend of the 1975 D nickel. If you're wondering how to identify one of these rare and valuable coins, start with a magnifying glass or a coin loop. Focus on Jefferson's face and the inscriptions for any signs of doubling. Then flip the coin and check Monticello for the full steps detail. Look for 5 or 6 clear, unbroken lines at the base of the building. Also, examine the edges for signs of clipping or shifts, and keep an eye out for any areas that look misaligned or uneven. These are the clues that separate a regular nickel from a jackpot find. Collectors all around the country are searching for these gems, and the demand has never been higher. Coin shows, online auctions, and dealers are all reporting increased interest in rare Jefferson nickels, especially from the mid-70s. The 1975 D is a standout because its errors are not just rare, they're dramatic, eye-catching, and in some cases, completely unique. When one of these coins surfaces in near-perfect condition with a rare error, collectors jump at the chance to own it, and the prices reflect just how intense the market has become. Recent auction results have proven just how much value these coins can hold. One stunning example of a 1975 D Jefferson nickel with sharp full steps and an eye-popping double die error made waves in a major coin auction, sparking a bidding war among seasoned collectors and investors alike. The winning bid? A jaw-dropping amount that shocked even longtime numismatists and instantly raised the profile of this unassuming coin from a simple nickel to a collectible worth thousands. Now, for the moment everyone's been waiting for, just how much can a rare 1975 D Jefferson nickel with full steps or dramatic mint errors be worth in today's market? Well, one such coin in mint condition and with an authenticated error sold for an incredible $81,000 at auction. Yes, that's $81,000 for a 5-cent coin that most people would walk right past without a second glance. So, if you have a stash of old coins, now is the time to dig them out and start looking closely. You never know, you could be sitting on a life-changing discovery without even realizing it. If you come across a 1975 D Jefferson nickel, grab a magnifier and inspect every detail, because the difference between a common coin and an ultra-rare collectible could be hidden in the tiniest feature. We want to hear from you, too. Have you ever come across a strange nickel or a coin that looked unusual? Do you have a 1975 D nickel in your collection that might be worth something? Drop a comment below and let us know. We love hearing from fellow collectors and might even feature your story in a future video. Third expensive coin, we're exploring a truly iconic and potentially life-changing piece of American history, the United States of America 5-cent coin from the year 1943 with the Philadelphia mint mark. This isn't just any nickel, it's a rare wartime treasure that has become a prized possession in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just beginning their coin journey, you're going to want to pay close attention because this little 5-cent coin could be worth far more than its face value, and its story is as fascinating as its value is jaw-dropping. The year 1943 holds a special place in history, not only because of World War II, but also because of how it affected coin production in the United States. During the war, nickel was considered a critical war material, so the U.S. Mint made a bold decision to alter the composition of the 5-cent coin to help the war effort. From mid-1942 through 1945, the mint used a special wartime alloy made of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. That's right, these nickels actually contain silver, making them instantly more desirable to collectors and silver stackers alike. Now, the 1943 P. Jefferson nickel is one of the key coins from this wartime series, minted at the historic Philadelphia Mint, and it carries a unique and bold P mint mark placed right above Monticello on the reverse side. This was the first time the Philadelphia Mint used a visible mint mark on circulating U.S. coins, which makes it even more historic and significant. Every detail of this coin tells a story of sacrifice, resilience, and American ingenuity during one of the most critical moments in history. But what truly sets this coin apart is not just its silver content or its historical importance, it's the rare minting errors and high-grade specimens that have collectors chasing them with intensity. One of the most coveted versions of the 1943 P nickel includes dramatic die errors, like double die obverse varieties, where the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or even the date show clear signs of doubling under magnification. These double details are not only visually striking but extremely rare, and they can drive the value of this coin through the roof. Another exciting error found in some 1943 P nickels is the repunched mint mark. This occurs when the P mint mark was struck more than once, slightly off from the original position, creating a shadow or doubled appearance under close inspection. These mint mark anomalies are highly sought after, especially in coins that have been well preserved over the decades. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that not only served during a world war but also carries a rare flaw from the minting process itself. That's the kind of history collectors dream of. If you're hunting for one of these coins, identifying these special features is key. First, look closely at the reverse of the coin, just above Monticello, and check for the bold P mint mark. Then, inspect the obverse with a magnifying glass or coin loop to look for signs of doubling in the lettering or date. Check for clarity in Jefferson's portrait and the sharpness of the steps on Monticello. Coins with full steps details in high grades are incredibly rare and can command massive premiums. Don't forget to examine the overall condition as well. Coins in mint state condition with minimal wear are always in high demand. Collectors and dealers alike have been paying huge sums for well-preserved 1943 P nickels with these rare features. In recent auctions, these coins have sparked fierce bidding wars, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC with confirmed errors or near-flawless surfaces. With silver content, historical weight, and numismatic rarity all packed into a single coin, it's no surprise that this nickel has risen to legendary status in the collector community. There's a growing demand for wartime nickels, especially as new generations of collectors discover their significance. The 1943 P stands out as a shining example, not only for its unique composition and design but also for the incredible stories these coins represent. From military supply lines to minting history and valuable errors, this single coin has it all, making it one of the most exciting and rewarding coins to collect in the entire Jefferson nickel series. Now, let's talk numbers, because this is where things get truly exciting. A rare and highly graded 1943 P Jefferson nickel, featuring a dramatic error like a double die obverse or repunched mint mark, and preserved in top mint state condition, has been sold at auction for an eye-watering price of $150,000. That's right, what was once a humble 5-cent piece has reached a six-figure value thanks to its rarity, condition, and immense collector interest. So, take a moment today and go through your coin jars, your old collections, or that box of coins tucked away in the attic. You might just uncover a piece of wartime history that could change your life forever. If you think you found a 1943 P Jefferson nickel with unique features, we want to hear about it. Drop us a comment below, share your story, or ask your questions. We love connecting with fellow collectors and sharing the excitement of discovery. Especially, we're going to uncover the mystery, beauty, and incredible value behind a seemingly ordinary coin, the United States of America 5-cent coin from the year 1994, minted in Denver. That's right, the 1994 D Jefferson nickel is turning heads in the collector world for some truly incredible reasons, and if you've got one in your collection, or in your pocket change, you might just be sitting on a treasure worth thousands. Now, what makes the 1994 D nickel so fascinating is that it comes from a period when most people weren't even thinking twice about nickels. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin was part of everyday currency, used for parking meters, soda machines, and everyday transactions. But within this massive batch of common circulation coins, a select few slipped through the cracks of perfection, making them incredibly rare and valuable today. These are the coins that collectors are searching for, those with hidden errors, perfect strikes, or unique minting anomalies that transform them from everyday change into valuable collectibles. One of the most desirable features collectors look for in Jefferson nickels, especially from the 1990s, is the full steps variety. On the reverse of the coin, beneath the iconic image of Monticello, you'll find the steps leading up to the historic building. In most circulated coins, these steps appear worn or blurry, but in rare cases, you can find coins where all 5 or 6 steps are clearly defined and unbroken. That's what we call a full steps strike, and finding one on a 1994 D nickel in pristine condition is not just exciting, it can multiply the coin's value dramatically, but the magic doesn't stop there. The 1994 D nickel is also known among collectors for some very specific and fascinating minting errors that make it a true standout. One of the most thrilling varieties includes the off-center strike, where the design is visibly shifted to one side, leaving part of the blank planchet exposed. These off-center errors are visually striking and one-of-a-kind, which makes them highly desirable to collectors who crave something truly unique for their collections. The more off-center the strike, while still keeping the date visible, the more valuable the coin can become. Another rare error seen on some 1994 D nickels is the double die error, where parts of the design, like Jefferson's profile or the words, "In God We Trust," appear slightly doubled. This effect is caused during the minting process when the die strikes the coin more than once with a slight misalignment. These double die coins are considered among the most collectible types of mint errors and have a strong following in the collector community. Spotting one requires a careful eye and a good magnifying glass, but once you know what to look for, you may be surprised at what you find. Let's not forget the clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin appears to be sliced off. These unusual minting mistakes create coins that look as if a small bite was taken out of them, and when paired with a 1994 D date, these rare examples instantly draw attention and value. Each clipped planchet error is unique in its appearance, making them not just rare but one-of-a-kind pieces that collectors cherish. So how can you tell if your 1994 D nickel might be one of these high-value coins? Start by checking for that small D mint mark on the right side of the coin, just next to Monticello. Then, examine the steps at the base of Monticello to see if they are crisp, full, and unbroken. That's your sign of a full steps variety. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering and Jefferson's portrait for signs of doubling or distortion, and always look closely at the edges for signs of clipping or misalignment. Even the tiniest detail could be the key to unlocking a coin's hidden value. Collectors and dealers alike are actively seeking these rare 1994 D nickels, and the market has seen strong growth in demand over the past few years. As more people become aware of these errors and unique varieties, prices at coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces continue to climb. If you've been holding onto a roll of nickels from the 90s, now is the perfect time to start digging, because the next big find could be sitting quietly in your stash, waiting to be discovered. There have already been some exciting sales and auction results that have turned heads in the numismatic world. Coins with confirmed full steps, strong strikes, and recognized mint errors from the 1994 D series have sold for impressive amounts in both public and private sales. Grading services like PCGS and NGC have authenticated and slabbed several of these rare varieties, driving their value even higher and cementing their place in collector history. For many collectors, finding one of these coins is not just a win, it's a dream come true. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, just how much can a rare 1994 D Jefferson nickel be worth if it has the right combination of error, condition, and eye appeal? Believe it or not, one such coin has sold for an absolutely stunning price of $35,000 at auction. Yes, a 5-cent coin from the 90s, something most people wouldn't think twice about, became the star of the show and changed hands for a life-changing amount. So here's your chance, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Take a second look at your change, go through your old coin jars, and check those nickel rolls. That 1994 D Jefferson nickel you've overlooked for years might just be the ticket to an incredible discovery. And if you think you found something special, don't keep it to yourself. Drop a comment below, ask your questions, or share your story with our amazing community of collectors. Last unique coin, we're talking about the 2005 D United States of America 5 cents coin. That's right, the humble Jefferson nickel from Denver that might look ordinary at first glance, but is hiding some extraordinary value if you know exactly what to look for. Whether you're new to collecting or have been in the hobby for years, you'll want to listen very closely, because this coin has been making waves in the collector world, and it could be the next big thing hiding right in your pocket. The year 2005 marked a historic change in U.S. coinage. For the first time in decades, the Jefferson nickel received a dramatic makeover as part of the Westward Journey Nickel Series, a special commemorative program launched by the U.S. Mint to celebrate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. That means the 2005 nickels weren't just ordinary pocket change, they were designed with new images, fresh artistic direction, and bold symbolism, making them instant standouts in any collection. And when we talk about the Denver Mint version, the 2005 D, it becomes even more interesting because of certain highly collectible varieties that slipped into circulation. Among the most famous designs from 2005 is the Ocean in View reverse, as well as the incredible American Bison design. The 2005 D American Bison nickel, in particular, has earned legendary status because of a very specific and highly prized error known as the speared bison variety. This error occurs when a deep die gouge appears to run through the side of the bison on the reverse, giving the impression that the animal has been pierced or speared. It's dramatic, it's visible with the naked eye, and it has collectors everywhere searching high and low for one of these rare varieties. If you find this error, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding history and value in one, but that's not the only error collectors are after. Some 2005 D nickels, including both the Bison and Ocean in View designs, were struck with off-center errors, die cracks, clashed dies, and even double die obverse and reverse varieties. These rare minting mistakes make each affected coin unique, giving it a special place in the market and in collectors' hearts. Finding one of these errors in high-grade condition can instantly transform your 5-cent coin into a prized possession worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. And when paired with a brilliant uncirculated or mint state condition, that value can multiply fast. So how can you identify if your 2005 D nickel is one of these rare and valuable versions? First, grab a magnifier and start with the design itself. If you're looking at the American bison, inspect the side of the bison's body. If you see what looks like a spear or long scratch running through it, you may have the speared bison variety. Next, examine the rims and edges of the coin carefully to see if the design is shifted or cut off. That could be an off-center strike. Then, check the lettering on both sides, especially Liberty and In God We Trust, to see if any doubling is visible. Finally, look for die cracks, small raised lines that result from aging or damaged dies, and other anomalies that might signal a rare error. Coins like the 2005 D with high collector appeal and rare errors have been making headlines in recent auctions and private sales. Especially those that have been certified and graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Coins that are slabbed and authenticated as containing mint errors or full step details often sell for huge premiums. Collectors are constantly on the hunt for these varieties, and some of the top specimens have seen fierce bidding wars online and in person. The market for error coins is growing, and modern coins like the 2005 D nickel are right at the center of this exciting trend. The best part is that because this coin is relatively modern, many people still have it in their homes, their piggy banks, or tucked away in change jars, completely unaware of what they're holding. This is why so many collectors are encouraging others to check their nickels from the early 2000s, because these modern errors have serious value and can be found in the wild far more often than older, more well-known rarities. So don't overlook your 2005 nickels, inspect them carefully, and you might uncover something truly valuable hiding in plain sight. And now for the big reveal, the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much can a rare 2005 D Jefferson nickel with a major error or in exceptional condition be worth in today's collector market? Believe it or not, one such coin, featuring a prominent error and certified in mint state, has sold for a jaw-dropping $20,000 at auction. Yes, a 5-cent coin from just 2 decades ago stunned collectors and investors alike by reaching that incredible price, proving once again that treasure can be found where you least expect it. So don't waste another minute, go through your coin collection, search those old coin rolls, and take a close look at every 2005 D nickel you come across. The next valuable discovery could be sitting right under your nose. And if you think you found something special, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask your questions, and join our amazing community of collectors from around the world who are just as passionate as you are about finding hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video and want more exciting content about rare and valuable coins, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our next incredible discovery. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, every coin has a story, but some are worth far more than you ever imagined.